In a slightly bizarre and last-minute twist, Prince Harry did not appear in court today, as reported by BBC's Tom Simmons. Now, Harry was supposed to arrive in court today for day one of his trial, because he was expected to give evidence either today or tomorrow. And by give evidence, it is going to take the form of cross-examination, because that's how it generally works in civil cases. In other words, in England and Wales, your primary evidence is given in your witness statement, which, if the judge accepts it, stands in chief, as in your chief evidence, and then you are cross-examined on that evidence. More about that in a moment. But according to MGN's lawyers, Mirror Group newspapers, they were quite frustrated that they were told only on Friday of last week that Prince Harry was not going to be available today, as he was expected to be for day one of the trial, to give evidence either today or tomorrow. Andrew Green said that it's absolutely extraordinary that they were told just last week on Friday that Harry was not going to attend day one of his own trial. And just as I'm recording this now, a new report in from the BBC says that the judge has directed that Harry should be available to start giving evidence this afternoon, in case opening statements from both sides were completed with plenty of court time left. David Sherborne, for the claimants, including Prince Harry, said that he had flown in from Los Angeles after his daughter's birthday, but added that he's in a different category from the other three claimants due to his travel and security arrangements, and said that it was never anticipated that the openings would not take the whole day. Mr. Justice Fancourt replied that it was anticipated that they might, which is why I directed that the first witness should be available. Andrew Green, King's Counsel for the Mirror Group, protested and said, "I have to cross-examine Prince Harry on 33 articles, and that cannot be done in one day." He said, "I need 1.5 days. That is not unreasonable." And quite frankly, I agree with Mr. Green, because with 33 articles, there is certainly going to be a great deal of material to cross-examine on, and a lot of evidence to go through, which again I'll come back to in a moment. The judge replied that I'm not going to restrict you to 1 day, indicating that he might well make the court and Prince Harry sit for much longer on Tuesday and Wednesday if necessary. Because, of course, remembering always that the judge controls the giving of evidence and court time and court management. Now, coming to the evidence itself, and many reporters saying that this could get extremely hostile fairly quickly. Because remembering, of course, that Prince Harry is going to be the first senior royal to give evidence in court in over 130 years. Now, I've also read in various comments that Harry should plead the Fifth, as in the Fifth Amendment, and not say anything. But of course, we don't have that here in England and Wales, particularly in civil courts, because in civil courts you provide your evidence and then the other side has the opportunity to cross-examine you on your evidence and test your evidence. And if you don't provide a witness statement or live evidence as your primary evidence, then there is no evidence to the claim, and the claim is going to fail. So the evidence they will provide, and cross-examined they will be. So I agree with these assertions by the news companies that this could get fairly hostile fairly quickly, because they will undoubtedly cross-examine in great detail every nuance and detail of every story, of every aspect in every corner of Harry's life that any of these stories have touched. They will doubtless go into great detail to determine whether those details could have been found out any other way, or whether there is any truth to the allegations that this hacking has taken place to discover those details in the first place. But coming back to Harry's no-show in court today, even the judge himself has said that he was a little surprised to hear that Prince Harry will not be attending court today, reiterating that a direction was given that trial witnesses should be available the day before their evidence was due to be heard in court, in case the legal team's opening speeches ran short. So now, of course, this is very much a live and unfolding story, even as I sit here recording it right now. So I will come back if there are further updates, but at the moment, it is a little bit odd that Prince Harry didn't show up for day one of a trial that he quite obviously takes very seriously and has very serious principles upon which to bring this claim. And as a side note, I even just last week advised somebody against bringing a claim purely on the basis of principles, because that is very rarely a good reason to bring a claim. In fact, anyone in my experience that brings a claim on pure principles, even if they win, don't feel like they've won, even if they do win in court. It feels like a very Pyrrhic victory, because bringing a claim on principles alone is generally not a good motivation. It generally doesn't bode well. If it's for pure monetary damages and you win those damages, that's fair enough. If it's for an injunction, whether mandatory or prohibitory, to get something done or prevent something from being done, that's fair enough. But if a case is brought not for the money, as many people often say, but on the principle, generally I recommend people avoid that unless it's absolutely necessary for other reasons. So one can only wonder and question at the moment, perhaps, is Harry having second thoughts? We won't know unless and until he turns up. So if and when he does, I will come back and let you know what happens. In the meantime, please do make sure you subscribe and hit that notification bell, because that will alert you to when new videos come out from me to update you on this situation. And of course, I will be really grateful for that. So please smash that button now. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you next time.